want it, baby, more than I want it.
They don't.
Nobody on it, baby, the way that I'm on it, believe me.
Please do. Believe me, baby.
Nobody want it, baby, more than I want it. Nobody on it, baby, the way that I'm on it, believe me. Nobody want it, baby, more than I want it. I'm up on it early, bright in the morning. This feelings like I'm performing right after a long night of recording. For all those dark, cold nights I was dormant, have to be handled accordingly. Cause those that are...
What's good, y'all? It's Duct Tape from Upstate 518 to be exact. As soon as I jumped off the porch, I was grind G-Packs. Know that, a.k.a. Network King. Welcome to the Quotes Podcast, where you could quote me on this. This is where we discuss quotable statements that create quotable moments. I just want to start off by saying it's been a very interesting week, to say the least, man. There's always something going on in the news, whether it be local news, whether it be, celebrities in the news or what have you. However, I'm not here to be like really shining negative light on a lot of things. However, I'm definitely here to talk about what needs to be talked about. And there's some things that need to be talked about. Before we get started though, I do want to shout out all my peoples in the Carolinas, man. South Carolina, my bro Rock, Mel. Shout out my boy Cleve, VSM, Marv shit. Free my cousin Blackie, you know what I mean? Elephant Music. All my boys down there, Ja Diddy, his bro Keem G, Kilo the Mayor. Salute to all y'all, man, down there. 843, the whole 843. I want to highlight and salute and shout out to all my peoples in the 252. Salute to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in and all that. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all very intricate pieces in it. You know what I'm saying? Everything I got going on. So I just want to salute to all y'all, all my peoples in Rocky Mount, Wilson. I can't really remember the other little city, other little cities outside of there. But when I was down there, man, I was stomping in Rocky Mount heavy and out in Wilson and all that, man. Salute to y'all, though, man. Salute to my peoples down there in the 843 and the 252. You feel me? So yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. The quote of the episode: change is inevitable. Growth isn't. You have to understand that, like, everything is bound to change at some point. You know what I'm saying? Throughout your life, whatever you may be going through, change is gonna come. Whether it be for the good, whether it be for the bad, like, change is inevitable. It's gonna come. It's gonna happen. Change is inevitable. Growth isn't. Now, just because people change and situations change and, things change, whether it be for the good or the bad, growth don't always come with it. You can't depend on people to grow just because things are changing, they change and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Change and growth are two different things that normally don't coincide with each other. You know what I'm saying? There's only those chosen few people that grow from change. You know what I mean? Like, things can change in your life today, right now. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to grow from it or you're going to, you know what I'm saying, seek growth out of it. That doesn't necessarily mean that. I would hope and think that people would attempt to strive to grow out of situations that make you change. You know what I mean? Because people are dealing with, we're living in like life-changing times right now. Like, people's lives are going to be forever different behind the way the world is just going, period. You know what I'm saying? Now, are people going to grow from it? Some people will. Not all people though. Not everybody's gonna grow from it. So what I would suggest is, when you're going throughout your life and you're making these, these time changing decisions and life changing decisions, that you just seek some growth in it, man. You got to find some way to make it benefit you. Like it's gotta help you to grow, to be a better person. I would just suggest that, you know, you attempt to do that. It's probably for the best that you get every little thing out of every life situation that you may go through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is an opportunity to grow. You have to actually put the work in though. You know what I mean? Like, you can be faced with a situation that can help you to elevate to a next level individual. However, you got to put that work in. You got to make it so that it actually does occur. You feel me? So that's the quote of the episode. Is change is inevitable, growth isn't. Just try to grow, y'all. Just try to grow. That's all I could say for real. Also, I want to shout out to all the truck drivers, man. The weather's getting real nasty up here in the Northeast, man. Without us, nothing moves, nothing gets around. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting all them Amazon orders in, them Temu orders in, whatever online, Sheen orders, whatever y'all putting in. Just know, without truck drivers, none of this product gets anywhere. It goes nowhere. So just salute to all the truck drivers as well, man. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all drive safe, man. All right, so we're just going to jump right into these subjects that I got to discuss. It's yo, man, like, I don't know. We'll just play this clip first.
Ain't no skips. Fuck, I look like having a motherfucking skip, bitch. Get up on your good foot, skip, bitch. Oh! I see niggas smirking in the background. Niggas knew that was a bar. Fuck woman. Tell you niggas you in the presence of the greatest of all fucking time. The juice. D-Bears, what happened? Bees, what happened? Scar, what happened? I see you smirking. Niggas know they in the presence of greatness. At all times.
So, like, Nicki Minaj, she been trending from that video, right? That video, she look a little tweaked out to me, if you ask me. She looks very tweaked. Look like she got something going on. Like, she talk about no skips and all that. Cap. That's cap. So I was with my daughter yesterday. She like, Dad, you heard the new Nicki joint? I'm like, nah, Dad, I didn't even know she dropped none or whatever. She like, all right, bet, I'm gonna hook it up. Let's listen to it. Now, my daughter's 21. You know what I mean? She fucks with Nicki, like, I guess with they barbs or whatever. She, you know what I mean? She with Nicki. She fucks with Nicki. Lord, let me tell you though. Was she ever skipping? She's skipping like a motherfucker. And then you got my 17-year-old. She like, yo, listen, we're not listening to Nicki the whole joint. This ain't even it. So that was cap because there was some skips on there. Multiple skips, if you ask me. Shit was looking nasty. I ain't like it. Not one bit. It was probably like maybe 2, 3. I don't even know how many was on there. Maybe 2 or 3 that I'll be like, I could listen to it. But I mean, I fuck with Nicki to an extent. However, I was never really like a super duper fan of her though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she mad animated and shit. And like, I don't, just me, my opinion. Like, I don't, all that hoopla and hype around. Nah. She not it. Not for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just not for me. However, I I was listening to something on the radio earlier saying that she reached over 500,000 sales. I don't know where they got that from because when I seen it, it was like 170 something like that or whatever. What I would say is what she did do, right? She took a couple of the singles and the streams that they got, or that Red Ruby sleeves shit or whatever. So that shit did really good. So what she did was take that and then throw it on the album. It wasn't normally supposed to be on the album. That's why I said motherfuckers be cheating. She cheated like a motherfucker. Cause Spotify, oh, best stream album drop or whatever by female first week or whatever the case may be. This is how they cheat you though. She cheated because she took all the streams that came from that Red Ruby sleeves or whatever the song is, the Red Ruby shit. She took all those streams and then added it to the album streams because it wasn't necessarily on the album. But you know what I mean? Last minute, whatever decision or however they did it, they added it to the album. So now all the streams that one song got, that single got, gets added to the album streams and the album sales and all that shit. Cheating at its highest. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. That was genius. That was a genius move. You know, she did what she did, and to get I guess the accolades that she was, you know, trying to get as far as streams first week, sales first week, Spotify most streams, female hip hop artists and all this other shit. Just cheated the game. And what Charlamagne was saying was like, yo, she's such a big artist that she should have got a bigger rollout when it was time for her to drop. But then the other female on there was saying like, well, she's such a big artist that she really need the big rollout and shit like that. Like, so she feel like she could just come drop the shit without people even knowing, and then it's gonna do the numbers that she expect because it's her. I mean, which it says 500,000. However, that shit is like, it's fluff. That ain't it. That shit is fluff. So I mean, it is what it is. She was on there saying no skips. That's cap. Because my 21-year-old was definitely skipping the fuck out that album. Like, the whole shit. She was skipping a lot of shit. So, just to move on from that, talking album sales, man, we talking music. So, 50 was talking shit. As always, my boy stay troll. I fuck with Fitz. He's, you know what I mean? Salute the Fifth, man. It's my guy. I definitely fucks with him. He was talking shit about Rick Ross and Meek Mill's what they did or didn't sell or whatever. So let me just run this real quick and then we get into it.
When you sell 31,009 CDs, I shouldn't talk to you. I'm out here, yeah. I'll scrap you.
Crazy, big dog. Crazy.
They don't know him. I keep asking them about these niggas. They don't know.
DM say, Rose, we believe 50 Cent just made a comment about you online. I seen it and I said to myself, y'all don't know 50 Cent like I do. He wouldn't do that. For one, his bitch dream chasers. She been a dream chaser bitch for many years, still is. That's when she told me I was her favorite. For two, nigga, we been rich. We still getting money. Them niggas was laughing at my first week sales. They was doing $1 million the first week, and I did 150, 180, and they was laughing. But you smell that salt water, right? I let them niggas trick you. Biggest.
All right, so it was 31,009 for the first week or whatever. I mean, niggas is getting money either way, if you ask me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I like really gotta say about it. Like, niggas is getting money. It don't really like. I don't even be knowing why. Maybe it's just because of me, because I'm not in that field or in that lane when it comes to music and shit and how much they gotta sell and all that shit. Like, I do music. I love music. Like, that shit is it. It is what it is. Like, people that love the music gonna listen to the music, whether the shit goes platinum first week or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then most records take years to really go platinum. You feel me? And then with the streaming shit, how streaming is nowadays, it's not the same. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'll say that. Like, the shit is just not the same. Yeah, so he was saying, don't talk to him. And 50 over there is selling out. He's selling out everywhere he goes. Australia, like, wherever he's at, he's selling the fuck out that, was it the last lap? Yeah, the final lap tour. Like, he's selling out crazy everywhere he goes. Like, so, he getting his money. However, at the end of the day, like, Ross and Meek, they getting their money too. So, does it really matter? I don't think it really matters for real. I just know that 50 be trolling niggas and shit like that. Like, that's what Fifth do. That nigga trolls. So, you know what I mean? That's just really what that's about. Being that we're on trolling, this nigga's still in the news. He's not gonna get out the news no time soon. And 50, he posting up some more shit.
I'm snitching in the kitchen. Diddy. Gotta tell on him. He tried it on me, so I know it's true. I was married, my ex-wife. I got a phone call in the middle of the night, about 2:30 in the morning. It was my wife says, pick up the phone. It was an unknown number. Pick up the phone. What bitch is calling you? Who's calling you? Picked up the phone. I was like, Diddy. And he said, hey man, we didn't see what the BET Awards. What you doing? I'm in bed with my wife. He said, I'm at the Beverly Hills Hilton, the Beverly Hills Hotel. I said, what's up? I said, who over there? He said, just me.
Like, it's just hilarious to me. It is what it is. So, like, niggas is gonna keep trolling something. Like, it's quiet. However, Styles and Sheik was on the Breakfast Club last week saying that they, I think it was 25 years celebration for the Money, Power, Respect album. Fire. Salute to them for that. LOX, illest group ever. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up on that shit. Like, I was there. You had to be there to understand the dynamic of when they dropped, when they were coming out, when mixtapes was hitting. However, them as a group, as a solid group, like, they changed the game. And then, you have other groups that came after that. However, like, out of all the groups that then came after the Lox, I think the closest one that they were saying could have actually had lived up to whatever the hype that they built was the Migos. And then they didn't even make it. And then, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? They lost him. However, they kind of like had a falling out before that happened. So, you know what I mean? Like, niggas, the Lox is the Lox, bro. It ain't no sugarcoating it. Ain't no way around it. LOX is LOX, and that's that. Like, some shit just don't need comparisons to. You feel me? Like, some shit just need to be left alone. Just leave it by itself. Keep that shit over there. Everything don't need to have a comparison because some shit just can't be compared to. You feel me? Like, you just can't. You just can't compare certain shit to it. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like you gotta leave shit alone. Like, just leave that shit alone, man. However, LOX, shout out to them. So while they was at the Breakfast Club and shit, Charlamagne the God, salute to him, Envy, all of them over there. He was asking Sheik and Styles like, yo, midst of all the bullshit that's going on, will Diddy be in the building for the? Will Diddy be in the building for the You know, the celebration, the 25-year celebration of Money, Power, Respect? That nigga Styles said, hell no. That nigga will not be there. Hell no, he won't be there. And you like, yeah, somebody should check on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody should really check on dude. Like, you know, he like, I ain't saying that I'm gonna check on him or that anybody over here gonna check on him. However, somebody should check on him. You feel me? Like, somebody should, you know what I mean? Because he's going through a hard time right now. And, you know, nobody should ever really want to be like kicking a man while he down type shit. However, that nigga's just like creating a bunch of shit by itself. Like, you feel me? Like, he put out his own statement or whatever. I put it up so y'all can see it. Like, it's a little statement that he had put up and shit or whatever. And just basically saying like, yo, all the bullshit that's going on, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me for real. Like everybody's trying to get one up on me, like kick me while I'm down. They're trying to get over. They're trying to cash in. Like, I'm a cash cow. Like, they trying to cash in on me and shit right now. So, you know what I mean? This is the shit that he has to go through, which is, you know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much what everybody basically seen already. We already knew this was going to happen. Like, we knew this shit was going to happen where once that first shit came out, that from Cassie and shit, once that shit came out, like, shit just kept coming out. Like, it's gonna continuously do that. It's gonna be like this for a while. And then I seen some also when it's like, you gotta understand, like, people gotta think, right? When you're an individual that has so much money, when you're a black man that has so much money, right? And you start to become somewhat untouchable. Maybe you think in your eyes, not necessarily, because anybody could be touched, right? However, once you start acting like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be touched and you're like kind of untouchable and shit like that, they gotta come in and break you down. They have to. And there's no other way to do it other than a fucking scandal. Like, this is shit that's happened repetitively, like, over the years. Like, it's always gonna be like this where somebody's up, somebody's doing phenomenal. They gotta come break you down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the system. This is the cycle. This is how it's always gonna go. Like, let's just be real. You feel me? Like, you're doing too good, bro. They're gonna come find a way to like chop you down to size real quick. You know what I'm saying? Or at least get some of that bread back. Like, niggas like, hey, you too much bread. You feel me? Like, you are not exempt, nigga, from what's going on and shit. And then it's just like multiple shit of niggas. You got the girl coming out. And then you got niggas saying that Diddy tried them and shit. Like, this shit, shit is weird, bro. Shit is weird, bro. That's all I really could say. Like, because like what Slim Thug was saying previously, like, why y'all waiting now? You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all waiting now? All of a sudden, now y'all feel some type of way, or y'all feel like, why now are y'all coming out and saying this shit way later? Like, if this was really what was going on, or this was the shit that was happening, y'all should have been said this shit. Don't say this shit now. Like, that don't make no fucking sense, man. Don't say this shit now all of a sudden. Why wasn't nothing really, like, what? Did y'all think y'all couldn't benefit before? Or, you know what I mean? Like, with the dude, like, did he tried you? Like, oh, I'm snitching now. Bro, why if you wasn't gonna say that shit back then, don't say that shit now. Don't come out and say this shit now because people is dragging Diddy and shit. You feel me? Like, bro, that shit corny to me, though. Like, what old boy did, like, that shit was corny. Like, now you want to drag Diddy, talking, oh, I'm snitching now, Diddy. You tried me, he tried me. But that shit was mad corny, bro. Horrible. Like, niggas supposed to be grown men, bro. Niggas out here really acting like children. Like I said, we are in a state of clout. Like, We are living in the world of clout with like, that's it. People are trying to out here just want to be seen, just want to be famous. Don't even care about getting money. Don't even care about getting rich. They just want to be seen and go viral, have a viral moment. Like, whoever that nigga was, that was your one moment, viral moment. Like, you if you were in the limelight before and then kind of got like shifted out of the limelight, you use that to get back in the limelight. Like with fucking the shit that I had on the previous episode with with Will Smith smack Chris Rock and shit. That shit was all a fucking hoax. That shit was all a fucking hoax, man. If you ain't see the last episode, make sure you go back and check the last episode, and you're gonna see like that shit was all staged. It was all a gimmick. You feel me? And it started from that, and then it just ran on and on again, all the way just to lead up to Jada Pinkett Smith was dropping a book this whole fucking time. That shit started then. It was planted then, months ago. You feel me? Just to lead up to this, you know what I mean? Maybe a month ago or so ago, when she's dropping her book, all that shit stemmed from there though. And that shit was a fucking gimmick, yo. Like, that shit is disgusting. People doing whatever for clout. These are people that, you know what I mean, been in the limelight for so many years and then starting to feel like they're getting, you know what I mean, like kind of like they're starting to get moved out of the limelight. So they got to do something very drastic real quick. Hurry up before, before they overlook me and shit. Let me do something to bring me back. Let me do something to boost my shit back up again. Which 9 times out of 10 be some old weird shit that don't even need to be done for real. However, you so fucking thirsty for the clout, yo, that you're gonna do anything to sacrifice yourself. Like, that shit is corny. Niggas be talking about Illuminati. Illuminati ain't got shit on clout chasers. Let me tell you that. Illuminati, how you sacrificing shit. Clout chasing, how you sacrificing. Let me tell you that. Fuck you talking about. That fucking weird shit, man. Yeah, my bad, man. So before I get to the next thing, I'm gonna just go to the second quote of the episode. I thought this quote was like so dope when I heard him say it. Like, I don't know if he is the creator of it. However, I know I heard him say it, and this shit is so fire because it coincides with everything that I'm talking about. Talking about all the quotes of this episode, it coincides with it so perfectly. And this is a good midway point that I feel, being that we done already talked about what we talked about or whatever. So, a nigga T.I., salute to T.I., man. He said, trees don't hang around with the grass, even though they all started from the same place. Trees don't hang around with the grass, even though they all started from the same place. That just goes back to when I said, change is inevitable, growth isn't. All right? Like, let that marinate, bro. Like, that shit is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when Drake hit you with that startup from the bottom, now he hit, you know what I'm saying? No new friends and all that, day ones and all that. Man, fuck all that. I'm here to say, fuck all that day one shit, man. Fuck all that knee high shit. Fuck all that we was in the sandbox together. Fuck all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in all actuality, niggas be plotting from day one. You thinking, oh, this my nigga. I've been with this nigga for 20 years. This been my nigga for 20 years. That nigga been jealous of you for 20 fucking years. And you just couldn't see it. You couldn't tell. He's been jealous of you for 20 years. He's been plotting on how to stab you in the back for 20 years. All that from the bottom shit is a fucking dub. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit no more. I mean, a nigga like me personally, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm heavy on morals, values, integrity, loyalty, respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm heavy on shit like that. However, like I was saying in previous episodes, you got to stop expecting you from other people. All right? Other people are not you. They're not who you are. They're not like you. They don't move like you. They don't think like you. They don't believe the way you, they don't have the same beliefs as you. You feel me? So that day one shit is a fucking dub. Like, don't even, you just can miss me with that shit from now on. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Like, day one, schmay one. That shit is a fucking dub, man. Or it's like growth. You have to, like, change the way you do things, grow from the things that you go through, and just watch how many other people stay stagnant, stay still. All right? Like, they're not going to change. That's because they don't want to. That's because they're comfortable with being in the space that they're in, or they're comfortable with being the person that they are. They don't want to change. Maybe they do want to change. They're just afraid of it. They're scared to change. They're scared of change. You know what I'm saying? I was just having a discussion a little while ago about a person that I don't, all right, listen, shout out to all the boosters. I don't knock y'all. Do your thing. Do what you got to do to get what you got to get to where you got to go. You feel me? Just let it be a reason behind it, please. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, when the person sells drugs, boom, I was selling drugs because I couldn't eat. I was selling drugs because I had to get to the next level and shit, boom, boom, boom. But don't stay there doing the same shit. You feel me? Like, or a person like, yo, I was boosting because I ain't had no clothes, or I was boosting because I was trying to sell the shit to get money and shit. Like, you can't make that shit everyday living though. Like, you're supposed to be like, everything that you do should be a stepping stone. Like, you don't go into a job and hope that you're going to stay in the same position. Like, you want to move up, right? You want to, gradually go up. And you feel me? Like, you don't go to school to stay in the first grade. No, you want to go up. You want to graduate eventually. You feel me? So whatever you did to get the money that you had to get at that point in time and shit, you don't stay there. Like, you move up. You gradually do this. Boom, boom, boom. Right? So yeah, I was just talking to somebody about a female that she constantly sees. She works in retail, so she constantly sees this one female just come in all the time. She knows she's still in. Like, she be trying, like, low key feeling bad, like, damn, because I know this girl, but she looking at me. I think that shit is like kind of like a sign of disrespect, low key, like, because, like, say if I'm working at a retail spot, I'm behind the counter. You feel me? Like, and then you walk in, you see me, you know what I'm saying? And I know that I know you're fucking stealing. That's like kind of like saying fuck me. And I know what people gonna say. Listen, that's not your money, that's not your store, that's not your products and all that and shit like that. However, at the end of the day, sometimes it's like, damn, my nigga, like, wait till I clock out or something. Like, don't steal right in front of me. Like, so what am I supposed to do? Like, and I don't get no proceeds of this shit or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do if I'm like on security, right? And then I see you, right? And then you're stealing. I know you're stealing. Like, I let you go. You feel me? Why you not blessing me though? Because I need to know. Like, is it wrong for the person to let the person go and expect something from it? Like, yo, yeah, I'm watching you still in front of me every day. Every day. Now, I would be wrong if I hit the security scan on you, right? To get you shook up, get you up out of here and have niggas on your ass. I'll be wrong if I did that, right? However, you're getting away with this shit. I know that you're doing it. You know that I know you're doing it. I'm letting you go, but you don't double back, hit me, bless me, or nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. If I was at a register and I see somebody that I know walk in, I know that you know that I know you're stealing. Hey, you better get me something or something. Or you better, like, double back, bless me, hit me with a dub or something. Yo, boom. You know, they're looking because I know you just looking away and shit. Nah, they're not gonna do that. You know what? They're gonna look at her and be like, oh, now if she were to like security scan your ass, get you up out of there, then you're gonna be, oh, you a corny bitch, or you fake bitch. Why though? Like, why though? Cause then what if this happens, right? What if this happens? The manager sees that you see it happening and then you don't say nothing. So then it's like your manager comes to you like, damn, you ain't just see that person stealing? Like, yeah, I kind of, you know what I mean? Like, no, matter of fact, I know you saw that person stealing. Like, why you ain't, what's up? Like, you letting that go? You down with that? Nah, I'm not down with that. Boom, boom, boom. Then you lose your job. Then what? You think that person that was stealing gives a fuck? No, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You can't go up to them later like, yo, damn, bitch, I lost my job because I didn't say nothing about you keep stealing. You think that person's gonna care? That person ain't gonna give two fucks for real. You know what I'm saying? So that be I know that puts people in between a rock and a hard place and shit. However, man, you gotta make decisions and shit. However, like I was saying, I got kind of off. That shit was just like, people gotta think about shit like this though, man. You know what I mean? So the quote was, trees don't hang around with the grass, even though they all started from the same place. You know what I'm saying? People outgrow people all the time. I've outgrown some people that I used to fuck with, used to hang out with, used to deal with. You know what I mean? I've outgrown a lot of people. That's just because they choose to stay stagnant. They choose to be in the same space mentally. Like, they choose to keep doing the same thing. Like, they're not doing anything different. And I can't fuck with you because I'm not on that type of time no more. I'm moving differently. Like, I'm trying to create businesses. I'm trying to like generate a little bit of generational wealth for my kids. Like, this is the type of time I'm on, bro. I'm not giving a fuck about none of the bullshit that niggas used to be giving a fuck about. So it don't make no sense. Like, it just don't make sense. I'm a tree. You the grass. I pass. Bars. You feel me? So, yeah, man. I think that was an awesome quote, and I definitely coincides with the first quote, and then the whole episode in itself. So, I want to talk about something because I'm curious, right? I'm curious about this. I'm very curious to see what other people think. Please feel free to drop, saying something in the comments. Give me some insight. Like, please do, because I need to know something. What I want to know is, do black men feel threatened by other black men when it comes to like taking over the position in like a job setting? And I ask this because I go through these experiences a lot. This right now, what I'm going through is at my current, the company that I work for currently. So there's very few minorities there, right? Not really any in like high in the food chain, like when it comes to like supervisors, managers, shit like that, or whatever. In the front office, HR shit, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to make this a race thing at all. I'm just asking and speaking my piece. So there's this one black dude, right? I came in, I'm pretty new. Haven't been there as long as, you know what I'm saying, most of the people there. So there's this one black dude that is like, I like, I'm a very good judge of character. Like, I can feel and read people very well. Like, I'm very good at that. So it's like, when this dude comes through, it's like he try to act like he's better because he's been there longer or whatever the case may be. Or maybe he feels that way like I'm trying to come in and take your job. Bro, I'm not trying to come take your job. I was hired on to do the same job that you're doing. Like, we both do the same job. Like, I'm not here to take your place or nothing. Like, maybe it's because I'm a new person that he doesn't know me is why he doesn't speak to me. I don't know. However, it just feels weird because he speaks to all the Caucasian men, conversates with them, jokes with them, whatever. Maybe because he knows them, that he feels that. But it's like when he see like anybody that I see, I don't even gotta know them, don't know, but we're doing the same thing. We're doing the same job. So when we see each other, we greet each other. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, boy? Yo, you going? All right, drive safe. You know what I'm saying? It's just common courtesy, shit like that, right? The nigga won't even like. I looked at him like, boom. We was at the pump, boom. Looked at him. Was like, and he just like, like what, nigga? Like, damn, I couldn't even get a what's up or hey or any type of acknowledgement. Nah, he just act like he don't see me and then walk away. Like that shit, I don't know, man. That shit makes me feel crazy because, nigga, first of all, like, to be in the occupation that we're in, to see other minorities come in this space that we're in, you would think that because there was another black dude, older black dude, he's been there for a few years. You know what I'm saying? When he seen me, he embraced me immediately and started putting me on the shit. Another Spanish dude did the same thing, like just basically put me on the game. Even a couple white dudes did that. You know what I'm saying? Like just put me on the shit, put me on the game, how the company works and things, you know, ins and out and shit like that. But this nigga, I feel like he wanted to be the token black man, the only black nigga type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like maybe his skin is dark, however his ways aren't. Because all the other minorities and even most of the white guys, like we interact, like just saying what's up or anything. It's just this one nigga. Like, bro, I'm not here to fucking take your job, my nigga. Like, I'm here to do the job that we were hired on to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we hold the same position. Like, bro, the fuck is you a weirdo, bro? And now I don't even want to like you rub me the wrong way, bro. You're a fucking weirdo, bro. Word born. Like, I don't even want to say nothing to him. Like, I'm good. I just think that shit is wild weird that like you act like that, my nigga. Like, fuck is you acting like that for? Like, nobody gives a fuck about what you're doing. Like, I'm not here to replace you, bro. Like, I just think that other people should so this is what I'm saying. I think that when you see other people come in, it don't matter if they're black, white, green, it don't matter. When you see somebody else come in to a company, you fucking greet them. You tell them, yo, what's up? You try to put them on the shit. This is just how I think. You know what I'm saying? And I can't always expect other people to be like me and shit like that. However, it just rubs me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? However, I just think that people should uplift people and show them the ropes when they're coming into the shit. And especially if there's, you know what I mean, of your same ethnicity. That's just what I'm saying. That's just all I feel. You know what I mean? But I think he wants to be the fucking token black guy and he feels threatened by my presence or something. Like maybe he just sees it. Maybe it's the aura. You know what I mean? That he feels threatened by it and shit like that. Or maybe he's just one of those guys that are a black guy, however, is just more comfortable around white people. That's token black shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't, either which way you want to put it, bro, like, cool. Like, it is what it is. I just don't like that shit. Like that shit, I don't like that shit. Word born. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that, man, and move on from that, man. So Kodak Black was arrested again. He got caught with cocaine and then tampering with evidence. So Kodak Black got caught with some white. Damn. And I was just talking about how he was looking on that motherfucking Drink Champs episode. Boy was looking real smiggity out here. You know what I mean? You getting some money when all these celebrities, A-list and B-list, C-list, whatever. Like motherfuckers be getting high as shit. Or you could just tell Kodak was getting super duper high though. It was no like damn, he must have took so much drugs before that he's fried and he's permanently like that. Hell no. That nigga's constantly on work. That nigga's constantly on drugs, bro. Like, just know that. So my thing is, right? He just got pardoned by Trump for that Fed bid he was on. Like, what is this gonna do for him? Like, was he on papers? Was he on parole? I don't know. Like, does this kind of like discredit the pardon? Like, how does this work? I'm wondering. Because, people get chance after chance. However, they don't learn from the chances that they get. Like, you getting chance after chance, and then you turn around and do the same thing again. I think that's just retarded. You know what I'm saying? And then when people were saying, oh, somebody need to reach out to him, somebody need to help him, everybody, oh, don't say that. Oh, why don't you be the one to do it? Or whatever. Like, look what happens now. Now you catch a cocaine charge, tampering with evidence, possession or whatever. However, you're not supposed to be in possession of none of this shit. So what does this mean now? I mean, it's obviously a charge. However, like, what does this mean now? Like, what's gonna come of this? Are you gonna have to do, some jail time? Like, how does this work? And I only say it out of concern because, these people, these guys, people like Kodak, you know what I mean? I know people that fuck with him, that like him. I know people that kind of like, I'm not gonna say look up to him. However, like they like him enough to be like, not more so persuaded by what he does and shit. However, like they just look at you a certain way. So that shit needs to be taken into account. Like people got to understand, like people are looking at these individuals, these celebrities, and that and putting them on a pedestal. And I want to say, like, that's a lesson for people to learn. Like, stop putting these people are regular. Celebrities are just regular individuals, man. Like, they just got some money. Like, that does not mean you follow them. You say what they say. You do what they do. These niggas is regular niggas just with money. Like, and then, you know what I mean? They're doing what they're doing and shit like that. Come on, man. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, people. Like, for real. Young kids, if y'all watching this, please, man, like, stop. Like, these are not the people that you need to be, like, following behind, that you need to be, like, thinking that, oh, I need to be doing what they're doing. And, nah, hell no. Fuck no. Absolutely not, man. And I'm gonna let that lead into the next subject I want to talk about, right? So, my daughters hit me with hey, Dad, because I was watching a football game last night or whatever. And we was hanging out and shit. And they like, yo, when baddies come on, Dad, I don't care if you watch baddies or not, but you watching it tonight when baddies come on and shit. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is or whatever. Baddies is poisoning my daughter's brain, yo. And I don't think that they like will act like these girls. However, just the fact that I'm just sitting here watching this shit, I'm cracking up, I'm disgusted, all in the same sense, right? And it's crazy because they're kind of the same way. However, it's just like they love it. They watch it, like they're drawn to it for some reason. but they feel in the same way, like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying, popping their little shit too and all that. However, yo, like, baddies, bro, that shit is like, that shit is like, that shit is disgusting, bro. Like, ooh, I had a good one. We was watching it, and then Natalie came up on the screen and shit. Then I said, God damn, chinchilla. My daughter started crying, like, chinchilla? Oh, chinchilla, that's a new one, Dad. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't hear that one before. Chinchilla. Blew her away. But yo, like, baddies, bro. And I know, like, a lot of women like watching this shit. Like, you were the women that, like, wouldn't dare be that ratchet. However, it's like you gotta just watch it though, because you love that ratchet shit. And you might be a little bit ratchet like that, or you might be a lot of bit ratchet like that. Whatever. That's your dose of ratchet. I can't fucking do that shit, man. I watched one episode. I ain't gonna lie, I watched a few episodes previously, right? A while back, a few episodes, but this shit is just getting worse and fucking worse. This shit is just getting worse and worse. This shit is disgusting. All they want to do is fight, argue, boom, boom. But just think, this is what this shit sells. This is what sells. Zeus Network is the home of the ratchet. Whatever it is, ratchet, Zeus fucking Network is the home of this shit. Okay? And maybe it's just me because, who I am as a dad and a man now. It's like, yo, whoo, I can't, man. I can't. I was talking shit to my daughters all night after that. Like, damn, this is what y'all watch. This is y'all shit right here. This is disgusting. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe y'all. This is what y'all doing. Wow. You guys make me nervous when you watch shit like this. It makes me nervous. Yeah, fucking baddies, yo. That shit is poisonous. That shit is poison. Poison for the mind. Poison for the brain. Yeah, so to get off of that, and then I got one more thing, another quote, and then I'm gonna do my POV and shit like that. Let me just play this real quick and then I'll get into it.
Rule 2.13 Isolation and Quarantine Procedures, published November 22nd, 2023. Let's talk about it, New York. The government now has legal authority to remove residents from their homes and force them into quarantine camps. There is no age restriction. Children could be removed from their homes without parental consent. They do not need to warn citizens when they are coming or how long they must be quarantined. You will be required to take any tests, any steps the state mandates, including taking medications against your will. There is no due process, no court hearing, no none of that. They can do what they want. This is what's going on while we sitting up here online talking about these celebrities, talking about P. Diddy and all this stuff that's going on with Cassie. You got men and women, you got all these women on here telling men what's feminine about what they doing, talking about, oh, men wear jewelry, that's feminine. Why are men complaining about going 50-50 in a relationship? This is the type of stuff that's going on while we're being distracted by bullshit. Because none of that stuff is important. The so-called black man and black woman, when are y'all gonna get it? We're being played. We're being used, manipulated. Okay? They're using us against each other. How y'all don't get this? I don't get it how y'all don't get this.
Yo, so Rule 2.13, Isolation and Quarantine Procedures. See, while y'all focus on watching fucking baddies, y'all letting shit like this creep right the fuck up under. And you're letting shit like this, yo, that's scary shit. Like, why is nobody paying attention to these things, is my question. Okay? Why is this shit getting overlooked so simply? Why? This is a scary thing right here. They could just come up in your crib, take your kid, talk about isolation, don't gotta explain nothing to you. Do y'all see what's going on here? Are y'all aware of the crazy shit that is going on here? Are y'all aware what the government is doing right under our noses? Y'all can't be aware, man. Y'all can't be. It's either y'all aware and don't care or y'all just not aware. Either way, it's still bad. Okay? Because if you are aware and don't care, that's terrible. And if you're not aware, that's bad. Like this is crazy. New York just does whatever New York wants. New York does whatever New York wants, man. I'm curious if this is anywhere else. Like, is there any other place in the country that passed this fucking 2.13 isolation and quarantine procedure law? Like, and this is post COVID. This was just passed like last week. Like, this is recent. This isn't like what they did in 2020 or none of that shit. Like, they're gearing up for something again, yo. Whether it be this year, we're at the end of this year, whether it be next year or whatever, they're gearing up for some fucking crazy shit again, y'all. Pay attention. Pay the fuck attention. Because it's going to be to a point where there's nothing, absolutely nothing that you can do as a parent. There's going to be nothing that you can do as a human being from the government just coming to snatch you up and saying, hey, you're coming with us. We don't know for how long. It doesn't matter. And you don't have the right to ask these questions. And we're not answering the questions that you're asking or none of that shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of females that wouldn't even give a fuck. Niggas too. Fuck it. Take that little nigga. Or take that little ass. Or she out here popping her ass and all that shit anyway. She ain't doing no good. Or this little nigga out here running around shooting shit up with a ski mask on. He don't give a fuck. And they banned the shiesty mask in Pennsylvania. They ain't playing. They said, nah, you can't wear that shit in public. You do, we're running down on you. And it's quiet for you. You're getting arrested. We're assuming you're out committing crimes, trying to commit a crime. This is the same shit I've been saying. Also, when it was summertime, why is y'all little niggas out here running around with a shiesty on and a hoodie? It is 80 degrees out here. We know whether you did something, you plan on doing something, or you're hiding from something, or you like, god damn. It's just obvious. It's just fucking obvious. However, man, this quarantine thing, come snatch your kid up shit, this is something serious that needs to be looked at. Like, for real. Like, this shit needs to be like I gotta pay attention or bomb. And what I also will say is, damn, I almost forgot about this. Let me play this real quick too, because I want to speak about this just real briefly.
One that's much worse for you. I grew up in Southern California next to the border, and this is a crazy story that happened to someone that I know. Picture this, you're a guy, you finally found a girl that you want to settle down with and be with forever. You're extremely happy with her. You go on a trip with her and some of your friends to Mexico, okay? You're at a bar, things are going great, tequila's flowing, mariachi music's playing, you're having tacos or whatever, and everything's great, okay? You're busy talking to your friends, and her friends are busy or whatever, so she goes to the bathroom. You don't really hear from her for a few minutes, so you go look, and she's not there, and you can't find her. You spend the next couple days searching because you can't find her anywhere in Mexico, and you're panicking, you're freaking out, but your trip's over. You have to come back. You've alerted authorities. There's nothing that anyone can do at the moment. She's gone. The girl that you thought didn't exist, who's so perfect for you, is gone. So you're in line at the border trying to get back into the United States, and there's traffic, and you look over at a car, at an SUV, and you see her like sit.
This is the story that I
seat, and you're like, is that guys, is that her? Your friends look at her and look at you and like, oh my God, that is her. So you're waving at her, rolling down your window, trying to get her attention. And you're in the border patrol line, so you're trying not to like get out or make a big scene, but you're still trying to get their attention. Your girlfriend is not being responsive at all. She's just sitting there, kind of sitting down, sitting face forward, not moving. And so you notice something's off, like something's definitely wrong. You haven't heard from her. What is happening? You can't do anything to get her attention, so you finally alert the border patrol guards and you say, hey, that truck has my girlfriend in there. You know, she went missing a few days ago. You know, you got to go check it out. So they do. They go over, they check out the car, and they pull her out of the car, and they bring everyone else out of the car too. When they pull her out of the car, they realize she's dead, and her entire body is filled with drugs. She's been killed, and everything in her has been removed, and they've just filled her with drugs to get a seat. And
Be careful when you're going on these vacations. Be careful when you're sending your kids on these vacations. This shit hit kind of close home to me because I thought it was pretty cool. My daughter went to Cancun and shit, and went to Mexico and all that shit. I'm like, damn, girl, you go ahead, you doing your thing. You going to Mexico and shit. Now, like, boom, me and my cousin was talking. She like, yeah, boom, when we go to Vegas, you know, maybe we might slide to Mexico. Hell the fuck no, we not. Hell no, we not going to no fucking Mexico. Hell no. And it's for reasons like that why we're not going to fucking Mexico. That's a dub. Hell no. Mexico is like off the chain right now, man. So just be careful when you're taking these trips. There's people missing in Atlanta that's been there. They go down to Atlanta, don't come back. Like, shit like that is real, man. Shit like that is really real. So y'all got to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Check on your loved ones at all times, man. Or boom, because it's scary out here. And people do not care. The cartel can give two fucks, man. They don't care. Or boom, like that's some scary shit. So for the last quote of the episode, man, learn your place in people's lives so you don't overplay your part. Learn your place in people's lives so you don't overplay your part. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here doing too much for people that don't deserve it, that don't look at you the same way, that don't feel the same way about you that you feel about them. Don't be out here overplaying your part. You know what I'm saying? Like, ladies, if that ain't your man, that ain't your man. My boy, if that ain't your girl, that ain't your girl. Don't be sitting here trying to claim her as your girl, knowing she out here fucking him, her and him, and all that. And she's selling her shit for 40 and all that. And then you get mad when you find out she sold it to your man for 40. Nigga, that wasn't your girl. You're overplaying your part. Sweetheart, that's not your man. Like, don't be doing, like they say, oh, I ain't gonna be doing wife things if I ain't your wife. Yeah, y'all out here overplaying your part. Realize your place in people's lives so you don't overplay your part. Like, y'all ain't never heard of play your position? Like, how do y'all feel about it? Why people like don't play your position? Play your position, man. Why is that so difficult to do? Play your part and not no other part other than that. Play your position, man. Wow. I guess it's that simple. It's that fucking simple, man. So real briefly, man, and this has something to do with another reason why I'm never getting married. I'm just saying. So former NFL star Ricky Williams said he's getting married and will take his wife's last name. My point of view is very simple. I don't give a fuck what you do. You want to take her last name? You want to keep your last name? You want to split last names? Do your thing. That shit ain't none of my business. I ain't never getting married anyway. You feel me? And you can quote me on this.